Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus, welcome. It's Warriors of Light Astro Tarot. I'm David. We're doing your heart spread reads, love, romance, and relationship read. This is for the mid-May time frame, guys. Using the Golden Art Nouveau deck today, if you give a darn. And, it's an interesting read. I'm not really used to this kind of a read because I think what we have here, maybe a Mercury retrograde like situation. And I'm famous. By the way, also up today will be the weekend read for all signs. I'll put a link here on the YouTube. And if you're on TikTok, go visit me on YouTube. It's Warriors of Light Astro Tarot. And we have an all signs, read where I do the astrology and the tarot at the same time on Tarot Fusion. But here I think we got the classic Mercury retrograde where maybe your mind gets focused on someone from the past, and that would be you here. I think you can see the Six of Swords energy. This is your energy in around love, romance, and relationships, and you're moving into the reading. Bottom of the deck, you got the Six of Cups, so soulmate. So this would be someone you consider soulmate from the past. So I'll get that out there. So if that's not, resonating with you, you don't have to waste your time watching this. But if it does, hang in there. Now, this is your person's energy in around love, romance, and relationship, and they remember you, okay? Another way this could be going is just purely past life, I like to see Mercury retrograde more as the energy of within our own mind and, going inside and looking at things differently, not so much about love coming back or computers breaking down. But this was someone that, if not purely unknown, and it's definitely going to be karmic, and you have this, you were probably married in a past life. But this could just be flat out, this is someone you're in a long-term relationship with in the past. You could even be in it now, and it's just been rocky, and you're kind of, in this case, you're making the decision. You want to kind of get back into this and give yourself more to this relationship here. In this person here, this is clear. Your person, whoever's on your mind, whoever you're thinking of, they never lost hope for you. They never stopped thinking about you. I think you might have kind of laughed a bit because you're coming back. And then the way they're reacting to you now is the Three of Wands. So you have the Four of Wands and the Three of Wands. And this is like them looking for you. They're out there looking. They're hoping you're going to come walking here across that desert, I guess, right? And it's kind of sad and kind of moving. And there's a passion that they have for you. Wands, a passion. And they may have engendered you coming back too, because wands are action. That would have been them saying that we have something, that we had something, we're still married, that kind of thing. But now the way you're reacting to them is the Queen of Wands. That's interesting. This is your energy towards them, and the Queen of Wands was just confident, outspoken, passionate. This could be like passionate sex that comes with you guys. Maybe when you go from the Six of Swords now to the Queen of Wands, you're maybe, when you finally kind of make the commitment to sort of move back into the relationship, you kind of realize, or you actually experience that it was a very sexually dynamic relationship. And, it's also kind of, assertive and strong, and for some reason you might be feeling like you need to feel this way in the relationship. I really get the feeling like you have control of this relationship. It's never 50-50, but whatever's going on, you're probably the one that walked away, and you're the one that is making the decision to come back, and they're receptive here to you, okay? That's what's going on. And have no doubt, they're majorly into you. Now, where it gets really interesting, this is the energy of what spirit is advising you in this relationship, and what spirit's advising them in the relationship. So, and I like to always say, I don't necessarily trust myself or others, and I never trust the fucking government, but I always trust spirit. And these three cards represent the advice from spirit. And I hope that wind doesn't blow my cards away. That's why I got the little beads here, so just in case. Gracias Diaz. I'm in Cancun, Mexico, and I do appreciate this nice weather this late in the season. It should be screaming hot right now. But so this is the advice from Spirit for relationship as a whole, Seven of Pentacles, and they have this King of Cups. So coming under the Three of Wands, and given the fact that you're coming in here feeling like this Queen of Cups, two things. They need to really drop into their emotions, your person, and I'd love for this to be shared as a reading, maybe, to engender communication and see if they relate to it. And also it's kind of reminding them that they might, there's a vulnerability when you're this much in love and you're standing here just the way they're thinking about you, like there's no one else. They're just you. It's just, where's my Scorpio? Where's my Scorpio? And it's puts you in kind of a weak position. It's not really speaking to how they are, but even if you were a strong person, so maybe being advice from Spirit, this is kind of advising them, be emotionally open and available, but know that you're a king, you're strong here. Also, it's asking them to operate from a position of emotional intelligence, emotional awareness, and emotional availability at a very mature level. And then with your Knight of Cups coming under this Queen, a little bit similar in that you're being asked now to drop into your emotions very much. And as Mars here is Knights, and so there's actions, and you're being asked to move into this relationship and bring your couple up. So if that's what you were thinking, the advice from Spirit is saying, and so for you, it's a little bit the opposite. They're kind of being advised that don't let yourself think you're not good enough type of energy. And for you, it's kind of a little bit get down off of your high horse and, offer them your cup of love. Bring them some flowers. Tell them you love them. Get on your knee. Literally, I also read intuitively. And I just saw like someone like getting on your knee. You don't have to, but like they're on the couch or something and you're on your knees and you're looking up at them, and it just puts in that psychological position. It can be sexy too, kind of. So that's that kind of energy. It's also about being vulnerable and emotionally available. Emotional available coming in both cases, right? And so maybe that's what was lacking. There was passion, a lot of wands here, but there wasn't this kind of emotional availability and openness. So with the advice from Spirit being the Seven of Pentacles, what it is being asked of both of you is to take a hard look at this relationship. And with Pentacles, it's practical things. It's realistic here. He's looking at his crop and kind of thinking, am I really getting enough out of all the work I put in with this crop? And, I think that's what it's telling you, coming between the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups, is once you factor in the emotional part, maybe in the past, guys, leave me a comment. I'd love to know. Were you maybe not emotionally available to each other in some way? If you're real honest about it, maybe you weren't, maybe they weren't, and maybe with their regrets, maybe they figured it out and they're like, well, I'm damn well going to be emotionally available if my Scorpio comes back. And maybe you're coming in with a little attitude, here. And, maybe if both of you kind of drop into your emotions, open yourself up, be a little bit vulnerable, think about emotions, how emotions play into things, then you can have this conversation, really, I think is what this is, about practically moving forward here. And I see this Two of Pentacles. I don't see this as a choice with the outcome here for the heart spread. It's not a real sexy outcome, but this is like starting over. The Two of Pentacles, it's like that. Let's balance things. Let's keep them balanced. You're balancing because you're realistically assessing everything here. And you're both coming at it and emotionally open up. And what you're going to end up is kind of like a do-over here. And you're starting from this Two of Pentacles. Now, my guess, this is a great start of a relationship. My guess is when the relationship started before, maybe it wasn't balanced. It wasn't. Two of Pentacles hitting on all cylinders, doing whatever you need to do to keep things balanced. It's very active, takes his attention, so I think what you're going to have here, if this is your reading, is you'll have a do-over and you'll be able to restart this relationship from a very solid pinnacle point of view and move forward, hopefully, in a better way this time. Let me know what you think. Thank you, guys.